Hi all, Planetside Agent here. I got another video for you today. I haven't done any for a little while. I had darn cold, which is a real nuisance. But anyway, what I got today is called the 3500W Portable Outdoor Picnic Gas Burner Foldable Camping Mini Steel Stove and Case. I got this off of eBay. And I don't like this style stove. I'll open up here in a sec. I'm not this crazy about, I should say, about this style stove. I've never used or bought one. Oh, never mind. Anyway, it was only $8.95 with free shipping. I go, oh, what the heck? Let's get it, add it to my collection. It's a nice little stove. Let's go ahead and open it up instead of just looking at the box. That's not exciting. That's like a kid at Christmas looking at the boxes under the tree. It's kind of annoying. Anyway, it comes in a plastic little container, which is nice to kind of protect the stove. Remote, that's the term I was trying to think of. These remote kind of stoves. But you know, like the MSR and some of those remote fuel type. But and you know, there's quite a few of these style stove. Actually, I guess I could probably use this with I have one of the Trangia cook kits, you know, the one with the built-in windscreen, and you can usually drop the little Trangia burner in it, but they're also designed to work with the Optimus stove. I don't know if this would work with that or not, and maybe I'll do a video on that and see if that'll work. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this thing. This is what it looks like all folded up. It has one of those automatic starters on it right here. Here's the valve assembly here, and then let's open her up. It's it kind of, let's see, I can make sure you see this. Okay, these fold all the way out, and there's a little notch right there that it slips into, so it doesn't unfold on you. It's nice and snug, and they snap in really nice. It looks well built. I mean, it's amazing they can produce this stuff. And in the leg, it's got a little detent also. So the legs come out. And there you go. Now it's, you know, that's not going anywhere. I would think if you wanted this kind of, where this design stove would really work well if you were had big pots and producing big meals, or preparing big meals, or like melting snow on a bigger pot. You could set it on here and keep the fuel canister away from the pot. Especially you have a big pot, a lot of heat's going to build up under here, and if you have that on top of one of these, you could get a lot of feedback heat on these canisters, and you know, potentially have a problem. And if you really wanted to, well, let me just screw this in right now. Okay, let's see if I can do this where we can all see it. I don't have trouble seeing it, but you guys probably do. There you go. Get this out of the way. There you go. I think that's somewhat visible. Anyway, like I was saying, yeah, if you had like a really big pot on here for melting snow or making a stew for the troop, you know, if you had on a big pot, like I said, you could get a lot of heat feedback on this canister, which probably wouldn't be real safe. Where this way, you can actually get the canister way away from the stove, and then you could put your giant pot on here. And also another thing about it, with if you have a bigger pot, you could adjust the flame because you're out from under it. Whereas, you know, on a regular stove on top, if this was a valve and you had a big old pot on here, it'd get really hot and you get a lot of feedback. You know, it'd be really, really hard to adjust, you know, just a regular type burner stove. It could get pretty darn hot under there. So I think that's where these come in handy. You know, for me, I'm just have smaller pots, and you know, I don't really cook for a group much, and or go out winter camping where I need to melt a lot of snow. So, but I'm saying I think that's where these things shine, is if you're working with big pots. Now the pot stand on this, they are narrow enough that you can put a narrow stove. And this is the old Ollie Camp 20-ounce cup, and it fits on there with no problem. You know, some of these stoves, I think one of my previous videos, the pot stand came way back, and it really wasn't stable for this. It worked on a Toke's, more of a flat bottom, but these have a rounded bottom. So, but this will probably work with most pots. Even there's a little stainless steel cup. Let's see. Oh yeah, even like this little stainless steel cup. You can see it's a little bit narrower than the Ollie Camp. So yeah, it's got a nice base, and also it goes way out, so you could get a really big pot. I probably should have bought a big pot out just to take a look at it, but I don't know if I want to. Yeah, maybe I will. I'll just go grab a pot out of the kitchen. Hang on, I'll turn this off. Boop. Okay, back. Yeah, I just grabbed this out of the kitchen. It's a 3-quart stainless steel, not the sort of thing you'd backpack with, and unless you're a pure masochist. But anyway, as you can see, yeah, this sucker will sit up here really nice and secure, and you could work on it, and then you could have your fuel away from the fire and adjust it. So yeah, you can see, yeah, big pot's gonna work just fine with this. So anyway, okay, and let's fire this baby up. Oh, that's right, I don't need matches. It's got an automatic lighter. Let's just turn this over here. Make sure we're in frame. There you go. Sounds good. Smells like propane. I'll just put this Ollie Camp on there. Yeah, it's kind of nice, and you can adjust it out here. You don't have to get your hand up near the flame and get burned. Like I said, if you had a big pot on the ones that fit right on top of the canister, it'd be a lot of back heat coming down on it. So here, I'll just take the camera here. Look away if you have trouble with motion sickness. There you go. There's the flame pattern. See that okay? There you go. Good flame pattern. It's got a bigger head. Also, that's the other thing. I think this is really more a design for a bigger pot because it has a big head. That way, you can see a lot of the flame is coming up and around. Where you got the smaller head, it's going to center the heat on the center of the pot and spread out. Where here, it's not really hitting the center. So anyway, I'm going to pull this off. You can see the flame. Although, the head with the slope like that, it does get a really nice even pattern. So all in all, it looks like a real nice stove to me. And gosh, for $9, how can you go wrong, really? It's cheap if you never used it. So let's see what else I can say about this, so I don't have to put 15 addendums on the back of the video like I often have to do. But yeah, I think that's all I had to say on this one. Like I said, can't go wrong for $9. Seems sturdily built, works fine, and not a bad buy, especially if you're looking for this style of stove or something you can cook with a bigger pot. So anyway, that's the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.